Hi guys. Just be careful when you're spinning around. Don't bump the thing, please. Like you just did.
Like that.
Okay, thank you. Hello. It's 1 o'clock. We're having a midday thing here. Let's pull this up on my iPad. Say hi when you come on, when you join. Let me know you're here or not. Okay, so if you saw my post just, 15 minutes ago, I posted that I posted a picture of all the bees, and Richard added another one. So I'm going to take this opportunity to paint it start to finish to show you how we're going to do this. So it's where's the completed one? I only have one that I added my stuff to. So here's the bee. You can see it has glitter up there. Now this I just went crazy with, so it's a bigger bow and more flowers and stuff. But this is what it looks like. You can see that there's a bee in there. So on the listing you can ask for the holes for attaching the greenery and the bow or not. Hi Lori, hi Linda, hi Cindy, Sandy, hello, hello. I'm just going to get started because I don't have a lot of time to mess around. So
I'm messing around.
Quit messing around. So yeah, that's what we're doing. So this bee, you can get it, this is the 20-inch size. You can get it any size. I think we went from 6 inches up to 20 inches. I don't remember. What does the listing say? Yep, 6 to 20. You can buy it painted or blank. And then we also made one that has the rail on it. So the bee looks like this, and then it has the rail down here. So if you didn't want to make a door hanger, if you didn't want to put on a wreath, you can do the rail. There is I think this is a 12-inch sign that I'm not done with yet. So I'm going to start with white because I'm using yellow, and yellow tends to give me a problem. So I'm painting this whole thing white right here. So this whole bottom of the body shows up pretty well. Hi Janice, hi Jamie. Hello guys. Okay, and thank you for spreading the love. I appreciate you guys. So I'm just dipping in and getting a whole bunch of white. And because this is being covered up, I just want it as a base on his little body down here, okay? So if you want to paint, buy the blank. If you don't want to paint, buy the painted one, and then I paint it for you. And there's something right there. Get off. Get my paper towel. I am following the line. If you're new, we do have paint by lines, so the lines are there to make it easier. I just show basic painting. I am a basic painter. I don't know what else you want to call it. There are other people who do more details. I just show you how to do the basics. So there's that. Hello guys. I'm done with the white, so I'm going to put my brush in the water And then we need to get this to dry, so I am going to use my heat gun. My heat, yeah, I guess it's a heat gun. It's not a blow dryer. I have glitter all over my table, so sometimes it flies up. Hello, guys. So how much is the bee? It depends on what you want. Painted, this size, this is 20 inch, painted is 25. If you want the blank 20 inches, paint yourself, it's 15. And then the other sizes and prices are on the listing if you want to check it out. Oh, how fun, Diana. Hi, Deborah. Now, when I painted that batch, I did not use the heat gun. I just had a stack next to me and then painted this part, set it aside, painted the next one, set it aside. And by the time I got all the way back around, the white was dry. So now it's yellow, and you can see I already have some. So I take my egg carton. These ones I cut in half. I usually buy 18 eggs at one time. So I cut the egg carton in half. That way it's easier for me to use. I was using the whole thing, and then it was just, you know, a hot mess. So watch out for Linda. So we have painters and we have non-painters. So we've been offering a little bit more of painted designs per request. So, but if you're a painter, buy the blank and paint it yourself. It's fun. So I just have a flat brush. I'm just getting paint out of here, and then I start with black. So I'm going to skip the top part. It's probably hard to see on the camera, but I can still see the lines here. So I'm just going to follow the lines. And I know that I'm going to be doing black. So if I go over the line, I'm not going to get upset about it. Okay. If you're not comfortable with this size of brush, downsize, but this was the, I felt this was the easiest for me to get the most coverage with painting lines. And it being flat, I'm able to get a straight line, even here in the corner. So, hi, Sonia. Hey, Kate. Hi, Cara. Hi, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm so glad you guys are here with me. Normally we don't go live during the day like this, but I got through all those other bees, and Richard said, oh, I need one more. So I said, well, I'll save that for a live. And hopefully I'll be able to get everything done on them today, because after I paint the black, then I put the glitter. I'll be able to get everything done today, and Richard will, oh, see, there's a goober. Richard will seal them, and then we'll ship them out tomorrow. It's pretty warm here, well, warmer than it has been. Still pretty chilly, but we don't have humidity here, so things tend to dry fairly quickly. And I need more paint. Hi, Darlene. And then when I'm done with the yellow, that's all that we have. Oops. As far as yellow goes. So we don't need to dry it or anything like that. We'll just let it dry, and then we'll move on to the black. Now I left the wings natural wood and just colored the black and or the dots black and then added glitter. But if you want to do another color, go for it. As soon as I'm done with this, I'll show you the finished piece too. So you can kind of see where we're going with this. I don't think I need a second coat. I'm just going to leave that. Okay, so if you joined late, this is what we're working towards. We sold a ton of the bees, and this is what it looks like. And on the back, this one came with 2 holes, so we were able to attach the greenery and the ribbon. Okay. Now we have glitter everywhere. Let me get that off. Okay. So let's flip this around. Actually, let me wipe off some of this glitter so it doesn't pop up here, because it is everywhere, you guys. And now it's going to be all over me. Okay, so for the dots, I use a little bit bigger filbert, which is the rounded end. And I'm not even going to pour the black out. I'm just going to dip right into my my bottle here. And just follow the lines. If you go over, it doesn't matter because you're going to cover it with glitter anyways. So see, just like that. So just get some paint on there. Now, Richard did say, why don't we do a listing with no dots and the people can paint them themselves? I'm like, no, let's do the dots and they could just fill them in, right? He was trying to make it easier, but I'm like, the lines do make it easier. I hope he doesn't get mad because I shared that. Hi, Sandra. Darlene, yes, the bee starts at 6 inches up to 20. Gus is much better. I'm sure he ate something that he wasn't supposed to, because what he did not do again. So he's just sleeping right next to me. Well, he's on the tile. And then the outline here is going to be black. So if you go over, it doesn't matter. Like if you go over here, this whole head right here is going to be black. So just follow the line. Now over here, we need to be careful. I know that I'm going to outline the edge here, but I don't want to go over on the yellow because I won't be able to cover it back up. There's people walking around out there. They better not come to the door. I don't know what they want. I still need to make a no soliciting sign for the front door. I always think about it after, and plus, because our doorbell doesn't work, we disengaged that when we first moved in because we had babies, and the doorbell, the actual doorbell part was between the bedrooms. So we're like, that's not going to work for us, and we never reconnected it. So We need lines. Yep. Hi, Jill. Hi, Carolyn. Okay, and then just go back to painting this side. You guys have any plans for Friday? We normally do pizza and family movie. I got the pizzas yesterday. And then we will, we are Disney Plus people, so we will find something on Disney. Richard said the new Aladdin is on Disney Plus now, so we have not watched that as a family, so maybe we'll watch that. My kids don't sit through movies. Normally it's Amelia that's talking the whole time or singing or doing something really annoying when you're trying to watch a movie. So I don't know how tonight's going to go. We shall see. Plus, I have a living room with a picnic table in it with a bunch of bees on it. So who knows? Okay. There's that. Let's come up here. The whole head and the antenna are black, and then we're going to fill in, we're going to do glitter on the antenna. So, darling, yes, this is the 20-inch. I have my camera up higher, so that's why it looks smaller. You guys would actually crack up if I showed you how the camera is, because I asked Richard for one of his clamps. So it's actually raised up and then clamped to my ring light so it doesn't fall over. Because my Archon mount has my Mevo on it. So I didn't want to do all the changing around. You know what I mean? Alrighty. Looking good. Okay, just have to do up here. Black covers pretty much anything, so you see it's covering well. Once it dries, we'll see if we have to do a second coat, but usually I don't. And then especially where there's glitter, I am not doing a second coat. And yes, we do have it on a rail. So the link that I have in the description actually takes you to the Etsy store for all the bees. So you can see this, you can get in the smaller sizes up to 20-inch, or you can get the rail or the painted one. So I think we covered all bases on that. And then I just see a little piece right here that needs more coverage because it was wood. I think that's it on that. So let me put this to the side so I don't knock it over. Let's come back down here. So looking at this, I can see just, you know, where I went back over it right here. It's wet, but along the edge is not wet. And I don't have any that's, oh, a little bit right there. So we're just going to dry it a little bit. Because when I'm painting the black, I don't want that yellow to smear and then it gets off. That would irritate me. Like, can't you read? Go away. Darlene, yes, it is in the store. So there's just a little part right there. See, it doesn't look too shabby. Okay, so let's see, what am I going to use? All of my other
Okay,
brushes.
okay. Do you need anything?
No, we're good. What are you working on?
Huh?
What are you working on?
Orders.
Okay, let me get this brush cleaned off here. What was this? What did I use this for? I think this was the white. This is my most abused brush. It actually comes apart and I don't want to give it up yet. Okay, so another flat brush so I can get right up against that line. I might use a smaller one up here so I don't mess it up. So I'm just taking the brush, dipping it right in, at least getting some paint on it. There we go. I will probably slow down for this part because I don't want to mess it up. There we go. Hi guys. Hi Carmen. Okay. Let's see if I can do this part. Yep, just try and keep my brush in a straight line and going right up against that yellow line. And then picking up extra paint there. Ooh, we got one line. We honestly don't get very many knockers, so maybe they already know. We did get some Jehovah's Witness last week, I think, and we just say no thank you. But there's some, see, this is how bad I've ruined this. There's things that are sticking up right here, so I don't want to let that touch the board. But usually we don't get knockers. We just tell them no thank you. And since I did white, I will probably go, when I do the outline, I will go along the edge and clean up anything that's on the side, just so you don't see the white. If there's yellow on the side, it's okay, just because it goes with it. Doesn't have to be perfect, but the white, I really want to cover up that white. Carmen, I would love for the blanks for February, hint, hint. You want a bee for February? We could do that. I think I even have a gnome that looks like a bee. He has antenna, and I think he's holding a beehive. I don't remember. I'll have to look and see. And then down here, just a little bit more. So if you guys are wanting to buy the blank and paint it yourself, it's actually very therapeutic to work on this. What is that? Get off of there. So turn it on its side. Let's see if we have any white. We have a little bit. So I'm just going to run like the edge of the brush just a little bit to cover that white. Okay, and then over here, the same thing. Actually, there's not that much, just a little bit like right here. Can you see? I'm just barely using the corner of the brush. I don't want it to go on top of the board, but just to cover up that the edge. We still have to do the trim, but okay. So there's that. Let me do that part. We do not need this brush because we're not going to use that for the outline, but I do need a smaller brush that can get in that crack right, or that corner right there. Hey, Tiffany. And I think I do have the ladybug too. Okay, so turn it, I'm right-handed, so the white went over right here, but I'm going to outline it anyway, so I'm just going to cover this up right now. Now this one here didn't ask for the holes in the middle, so that's why you don't see it. Actually, I'm going to turn this way because my arm was resting on the thing right here. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to take a drink of some water. Hey, Patty. Ooh, right, Carmen? Yep, we'll have to work on it. Carolyn, what helps me too is I'm resting my arm on the table, and normally I go fast, and that's where I get, my hand likes to draw a line, and then it does this like jerk, so I make this like but I'm really concentrating on going slower, so I don't do that. Sometimes it helps, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, so for the outline, I'm just taking this brush. My mom got me some pink handled ones. This has no numbers, anything on it. I'm just going to dip it in and follow the outline. I don't want it dripping, but I want enough to where it's going to make a difference. So even though this is black, I'm still going to go over it just to clean up the line. Okay. So it looks fluid and it's not choppy. There is an outline that you can follow. There's like little pools of paint. That's what I'm cleaning up there. And do VIPs pay shipping in Etsy? The VIP is only for the store. I don't have VIP set up for Etsy. That's why we try to make sure we have everything listed on both. If it's listed in one and not the other, just let us know and we will try and catch it. We were focusing on the store more, but for 2020, we want to make sure both Etsy and the store are updated because we do have Etsy customers that know nothing about our Facebook page. So they don't know about our store. They don't know anything else. So we have been listing more in Etsy, but for VIP, it's just for the store, not Etsy. That was a long explanation. Hey, Jana. Connie, if you take your time, yes, it will. And you guys, I am resting my arm right here. So it's when I'm floating in the air like this, I do make mistakes, or I'll put my, my wrist down or my hand down like this, and I'll rest my arm. So it's like this. If you're in my Paint and Blanks group, guys, I make a lot of mistakes because I try to go fast. I'm very impatient and doesn't work for me. So right now I know I want to make this as straight as possible, so I'm taking my time. So here we're going to follow the line and cover up this yellow edge and some of the white. So if painting's not for you, buy the painted one and I will paint it for you. The fun part is going to be the glitter, but I'm going to let you know now we're probably not going to do glitter here because it gets everywhere, and Richard is going to get me set up outside. Maybe we'll take some shots outside to show you, but we're going to do all the glitter on all the bees outside just because it's so messy and I've got a lot to do. But look how nice that looks once you finish the edge here. Hi, Jill. My website is hotmeshmom.com. So we have our painting group. It's called Paint and Blanks. You get 3 blanks a month, and then we have our private group and we paint in there. If you saw, I think I posted earlier, there was a picture of my table, and there was 2 bunnies sitting there. We painted the bunnies last week, on Tuesday. Every Tuesday we go live and paint them. If you want the wreath attachment size, and wreath attachment we say is 12 inches. If you want the 12-inch size, that's $25 a month. If you want the door hanger size, which is the 20-inch, that's $45 a month, and that includes shipping with it. And we mail it by the 5th. Now, 1 month, was it this month? January or December? 1 month, the 5th was a holiday. So we sent it on the 6th. So we get all the packages ready, we send it to you, and then you can paint with us. There are some people who are signed up that never come on in the group. They haven't even joined. They just get the blanks, the 3 blanks, and do whatever. I've never heard a peep from them. So there you go. Thanks, Linda. And I show you beginner painting, just basic. We don't do anything crazy. I've tried to do crazy, and it just wasn't my vibe. I love the basic painting that I do. And I do encourage you guys to paint your own, make it your own. If you don't want to use my colors, don't use my colors. If you want to do something else, do it. Because what I see in my head is usually not what you see in your head, right? You have something totally different. Like the wings here, you guys are probably thinking you want to paint it. Well, paint it. I've seen white wings. Like if you just go on to Pinterest and get ideas and see how other people are painting them, make it a whimsical bee and paint it a different color, like a teal or something. Now I'm just rambling. Okay. think the refrigerator just made a noise, but it sounded like someone was in my kitchen. Babe, are you in there? No, it was the fridge. Okay, so there's that. Let me catch up on some comments here. Oh, thank you guys. So the glitter I'm using, let me just make sure I'm done before I start moving on. Cover a little bit there, just to make sure there's no, okay, we're good. Let me put the lid on. So the glitter I use, I have glitter from the craft stores. My black is this. Oh, and there goes the printer. My black is this. Now let me move this because it's gonna come everywhere. I bought the big one. This was from, this is a 16-ounce size. This was from Hobby Lobby. Use your coupon. I did not pay full price for this. But the way that I do it is I put a piece of paper down. Like I will do, well, let's just do it so I can show you. Let me get a piece of paper. So get a piece of paper, newspaper, scratch paper, throwaway paper, something, junk mail, whatever. Just grab a piece of paper. And I know I'm going to do the dots. So let me dry this up because I don't want it over here. I use Mod Podge. So we're putting glitter on the dot, the polka dots, and the antenna, okay? But let me dry some of this paint that's still wet so it doesn't stick to that part, because it will stick to the paint, to the wet paint. Okay? Thanks, guys. Hey, Bridget. Awesome, Mildred. So before you do glitter, make sure it's dry so you, like right here, it's still a little wet. I can see a wet spot. Paint will stick to that. I don't want glitter down there. Okay, it's good enough. And I am done with that. So I put the piece of paper right here, okay? Let's get everything ready. Let's set this somewhere where we're not going to knock it over. I did open the wide mouth. Okay. I normally do not pour this out. I open it up and I hold it and dip my brush in there. I like to use, so if I'm doing a big area like this, I'm going to grab a bigger brush. I have these, it's not here, but I use a brush kind of like this. I don't use this for paint, so see, look, there's already glitter everywhere. Okay, so take your Mod Podge, oops, and I work very fast. I get a whole bunch on the brush. Okay, let's load this sucker up, and now you're painting the Mod Podge on. Okay, I like to do kind of a thick coverage, and you can even go over the line a little bit because I don't want it to dry on me. Oh, and that has some goobers on it. Let me wipe that off. Okay, and you're just going to do this. You're just going to put the Mod Podge on. Okay, I set it to the side. Take your glitter, and I'm just dumping it on there. Okay, I do a little tap just because I want to make sure, like, when I'm tapping it, the glitter is getting on the Mod Podge. If you want to, you can, you know, push it down or whatever. I tend to get it all over my hands, but we're not going to do that. And then you're going to dump it on the paper, okay? And and I just tap it like this, and then I don't really worry about the excess that's on the board because it's going to come off anyways. But look, now we have all of this. I would finish this and then pour it back in there. So let's do that. So now you're just going to go back and do the same thing. But this is how you save your glitter and you're not wasting a ton of it, okay? So just take your brush. Wherever you put the Mod Podge, that's where the glitter is going to go. So if you accidentally get it somewhere else, there's going to be glitter there. Okay, so there's that. Set it to the side, come over here, do the same thing. Just pile it on there. You want to make sure the whole thing is covered. And I start tapping. Sorry if it's annoying. Now see here, I kind of went over. Take, you could take, I usually take like the end of a paintbrush and just flick it off where I don't want the stuff, the glitter to be, okay? And then look, that's it. Let this dry. And then when it's completely dry, like I said, we don't have humidity here in Las Vegas, so I don't have a problem with things drying. This will be ready to be sealed probably later tonight. So this is how you clean up your mess. Take your paper, make a taco, okay? Look, take your paper, make a taco. Take your glitter. Now, if you don't want glitter on your table, put it in the trash can and then do this. You're just going to take the end of the paper, put it in the wide mouth opening here, and you're just going to dump it right in, okay? And then I flick the paper. See, it's all falling down. I just flick it. And then there's some on here. I just dump it in the trash can. And then look at my paper. And that's how you do it. Thanks, guys. So what do you think? Have you tried glitter? Are you going to try glitter? I was anti-glitter for the longest time. And then I don't even remember what was the first thing I used glitter on. And it was like, I love this. The piece looks amazing with the glitter. So I've been using glitter a lot. Mod Podge over. Once you get faster, you don't have to do one at a time. I would take your time if you haven't done this before till you get used to it, or just go all in. It doesn't really matter. Oops. That one had something on there. Okay. Now I'm going to start with the first one and then just make my way down. Tap, 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 get the glitter off. Tap it on the table, whatever, and then look. Look at how awesome that looks on this bee. If you're going to make a bee, add some glitter. If you want to take it another step, add some glitter to your stripes here. I mean, you could go all out on this beauty. And now for the antenna here. I'm just set it right here. I try to work on the paper. Now here we're just going to, this is going to be a little bit easier because we don't have to you know, work in a small area. So slather it on there. And then just do the same thing. You're just going to pile it on because you're working on your paper. See how it's completely covered? And then I tap it. Some of it dried off over here, so it's not fully covered. All I'm going to do is go back and do the same thing. Take some more Mod Podge, get more on my brush, and just do that. So when that happens, that tells me that I didn't have enough Mod Podge on there. And then now it's covered. It does dry clear, so if you get it anywhere else, it's not a big deal. What I'm looking at is I'm shining it, like this needs a little bit more right here. So let's do that because I want to make sure this is done so I could show you. So just go back in, get some more. And now it's covered. So normally what I do is I take this out to the shop, I lay it on the table, tell Richard let it sit. I say let it rest. So everything's dried and wonderful. And then I'll let them know, okay, it's, you know, it's okay to seal. Okay, now we're just make our taco, put it back in here and dump our glitter back in. And then dump this over the paper or the trash can, which is across the room. And then I just put the paper in the trash can and leave it because now there's glitter everywhere, right? And then close this up so we don't knock it over. Okay. There's that. Close this up. And there's our bee. Isn't that amazing? So let me show you. So here's the smaller one. So the whole batch that I have to do, you can see I did white and yellow, then I have to do black and glitter. So that's what I'm going to work on. Hey Ginger. Hey Claudia. Let me grab the other one, show you. So this is what it looks like when you order with the holes. And this is where you would take your zip tie. Let me grab one and show you. This is where you would take your zip tie and you're going to come up from the bottom. So flip it over and you're going to put the, we made it big enough to where the zip tie head will fit in there. Okay. And now you do this. See that? See how the zip tie is? I should have grabbed a different color. Hold on. I'm pretty sure red will show up. Okay. Take your zip tie, put your zip tie through one hole, the other end through the other hole. And now you have your zip tie here. This is where you work with all your greenery, and then loop your bow through here after you put that together. Put your zip tie, you know, through the loop, pull it tight, clip it off, and now it's there. I added a little bit of glue to mine just because I didn't want to, oh, I feel a sneeze. I didn't want to take any chances with it, the smaller stems falling off. But this is what the finished piece looks like, you guys. I went a little bit bigger with my bow, but you see I pulled in the black and white. I have the beige ribbon. I added some flowers and some greenery, and you don't have to go all out like this, just add a bow, but that's what it looks like. Awesome, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I love you very much. Of course, I will see you this weekend. We'll update you on the kitties, my kiddos, when they get home, and I don't know what that looks like. We'll see when they get home later. So, Carolyn, we use 2X, clear 2X. We've purchased it at Home Depot and Walmart. So, oh, okay, guys, that's it. I will go back through if I missed any questions and see if I can help answer anything. But thanks for hanging out with me. And now I have my bee video, and you can see how to paint the bee. I love you. Bye.